Welcome to Policy on Demand. I'm Puneet Arora, and we're filming at the 6th PwC International Tax Conference. I'm here today with Brian Russell, and we're going to talk about operational tax for asset managers. Welcome, Brian.
Thanks, mate.
So, Brian, we hear a lot with our asset managers right now from the tax departments in particular, the level of complexity. It's increasing in the new products that are being launched, the complexity in deals, and the complexity in keeping up with different legislative changes around the world. So the expectation is more with less, as they say. Now, I know you've been spending a lot of time on operational tax consideration and how to make it easier for the tax departments to do what they do day to day. Can you talk a bit more about what you're covering under operational tax today and what you intend to expand this into?
Sure. So we're talking to a lot of clients about things like structure charts, check the box elections, FATCA CRS. To your point, it's something where there's a huge volume that asset managers need to take care of. And it's a focus area because you need to get it done right.
Wonderful. So when you're talking to your clients, like what are they asking you to sort of standardize, operationalize? Like there's often the concern around having to input data multiple times or check it multiple times, and that leads to human error. Like what are you hearing from clients around that?
Yeah, the quality of data is really important. You've got to get that data in once, make sure it's accurate, and then you can use that data in a lot of different places. But if you don't have good data going in, you're not going to get good outputs.
And the expectation is that this would get integrated in the broader tax filing, and reporting software or whatever they're using for in the case of our own system, which is Track. Like the expectation is all for it to be integrated.
That's right. In order to deal with the volume of information and things that need to get done, you need tools, you need processes, and you need people trained up on how to use it. And we've actually been developing some tools. PwC has something called Entity Ops, and we've tailored that for asset managers. So we think that is going to be the backbone of the solution that we've got. And over time, that is going to talk to Track and the other systems that we've got.
Wonderful. That's good to hear, because that is a question that keeps coming up. So when you are reaching out and having these conversations, what would you say, the one or two things where it's immediately value add for the tax department?
Yeah, I think operational tax is an area where you can add value. If you can reduce the amount of costs, the people time to do certain functions, then that's going to be a savings. But also if you can get really high quality data and information, that's going to enable you to make decisions easier. Like we typically deal with structure charts and check the box classifications. If you can get a structure chart that you know is accurate and reliable quickly, then you're going to be able to answer questions for your clients much more quickly.
Wonderful. And I know you and I have talked about it. It's once you have the data in place, the structure charts are produced by the system as opposed to having to do it manually and sort of store it in a particular place. And that allows for more of a dynamic situation where you kind of look at that and can tailor it based on the needs.
That's right. I mean, hopefully decks of structure charts are things of the past, and now you'll be able to go into a tool and just see everything in one place. That's what we're hoping to get to.
Ron, that's very insightful. Thanks so much for sharing your perspective. And we look forward to hearing more from you as you develop the broader ambit of operational tax. And thank you very much for joining us today. We'll look forward to seeing you again in the near future.